If you're familiar with what we've been doing over the last few months, we were the co-founders of the Blasphemy Challenge. You can check out the Blasphemy Challenge at blasphemychallenge.com. Just when you thought we were doing stuff that was a little too provocative, we hit you with a little something different. We are proud to be working with the American Humanist Association and evolvefish.com in a message that is uplifting. And so we ask all of you to go and take the Humanist Challenge, and you'll win some money if you've got the best video. So we'll talk about humanism for a moment. Rook, what are some of the humanistic qualities that you embrace?
Honesty is the most important thing. Personal honesty especially. As an honest individual, it's like my right and duty to make sure everything I believe in, I know about to the succinct point and the most minute detail. What about you?
Yeah, I think, knowledge and reason and, in fact, one of my favorite friends, best friends of all time, his name is Ranjeff. He'll actually be with us on March 3rd when we record our shows, and he'll be sitting in a recording session. And I'll read you a quote that's one of my favorites that kind of embraces, I think, the purpose of humanity. And he says, "To shun ignorance and superstition, to embrace knowledge and reason, to become the sum of all the wisdom that one can absorb in a very limited lifetime, that is the purpose of humankind."
Profound.
So, yeah, I love that quote. And, we're constantly told, of course, that we can't be moral without religious beliefs. But I don't know if you realize this, but in the United States, the prison statistics show that atheists are abundantly more moral, at least in terms of what is law, than our theist counterpart. So, go figure. You can look up these stats yourselves at the government website. Atheists make up less than 1% of the prison population, but yet they make up more than 10% of the country's population. So you would think that the numbers would be similar.
Yeah, right.
And they're not. They don't. Let's see. Well, of course, we are all about rationality, and that's another humanistic principle. And we also embrace humanity. We think that, some people say, well, we're a little rough the way we speak up with religion. We think that it's important to try to impact the world in a positive way. And
one of the most important things is, again, to be honest with people and call a spade sometimes. And we might be harsh, but we're doing it for the good of other people in our world as it is.
Yeah, of course, there's definitely people that disagree with our methods, but, we think that it's more disrespectful to keep quiet when we can show that religion is flawed in so many areas. And we do it for the betterment of humanity. I mean, we would like to see humanity progress, and that is something that I think all humanists embrace, is that they want to see humanity progress, even if their version of what is progress is a little bit different than ours.
Right.
I'd like to leave with Sam Harris a moment from his book, because this challenge is kind of based on the notion that atheists can't be more moral, or that religious people say that atheists are less moral. And of course, Sam mentions a bunch of countries that are mostly atheistic at this point, or at least removing religion from their society slowly. Countries like Norway, Iceland, Australia, Canada, Sweden. I won't go on, the list is too long. But according to the United Nations Human Development Report, these countries are the healthiest, as indicated by life expectancy, adult literacy, per capita income, educational attainment, gender equality, homicide rate, and infant mortality. And insofar as there is a crime problem in Western Europe, it is largely a product of immigration. And I'll go on a little bit later. Other analyses paint the same picture. The United States is among wealthy democracies in its level of religious adherence. It is also uniquely beleaguered by high rates. This is the United States. It is beleaguered by high rates of homicide, abortion, teen pregnancy, sexually transmitted disease, and infant mortality. The same comparison holds true within the United States itself. Southern and Midwestern states, characterized by the highest levels of religious literalism, are especially plagued by the above indicators of societal dysfunction, while the comparative secular states of the Northeast conform to European norms. And let me just hit you over the head with a few other stats here. If you don't know this book, this is Letter to a Christian Nation. If you are a Christian, I suggest you go pick this up.
So like what, 99 pages, if that?
It's a 3-hour read, and it's a great book, and it's probably one of the best written, the longest letter to Christians in the United States over the last few years that I can find, either online or any bookstore. And it'll really give you the atheist perspective as to why we speak out and why we think that religion is dangerous. And I should preface, and just to make sure that not all humanists feel the exact same way on this. But let me make this point. Sam Harris states that while political party affiliation in the United States is not a perfect indicator of religiosity, it is no secret that the red states are primarily red because of the overwhelming political influence of conservative Christians. If there were a strong correlation between Christian conservatism and societal health, we might expect to see some sign of it in red state America. We don't. Of the 25 cities with the lowest rates of violent crime, 62% are in blue states and 38 are in red.
Wow.
Of the 25 most dangerous cities in the United States, 76% are in red states, 24 in blue. In fact, 3 of the 5 most dangerous cities in the United States are in the pious state of Texas. The 12 states with the highest rates of burglary are red. 24 of the 29 states with the highest rates of theft, red. Of the 22 states with the highest rates of murder, 17 are red. Pick up Letter to a Christian Nation, Sam Harris. Participate in the Humanist Challenge. Visit American Humanist Association. Check us out at rationalresponders.com.
freethinkingkings.com.
And until next time, stay rational.